Hi, welcome to the 10-10-Diverse Show, episode 77. Today we've got 9 or 10 guests if the final guest shows up. We're going to feature one of their songs quickly, and in between there's going to be three reviews of each song. So coming up first, it's a debut appearance for Marcus Lazarus from Liverpool, UK. Could you introduce yourself, Marcus? Who are you as an artist, and what's the story behind your song? I Wanna Know. Please.
Yeah, so I've been writing songs since 2013, not that long ago. Before that, I was doing pub bands, cover bands, tributes, all the usual sort of stuff just to get out there and play. And I went to a blues festival and I saw a few bands for the first time that were doing their own stuff. And I thought, I wonder if I could do that. So I started writing. And I've done something like 7 or 8 albums now. I've actually lost count now. There's something like 150 songs out there now. But the thing is, with me, I'm fairly eclectic. You can't really put me in a bracket, and I know it's a cliche and all that sort of stuff. But my tastes vary from out and out metal, Motorhead stuff, all the way through to the Carpenters, and all points in between, and rap as well, and anything that pleases me sonically, I admire, and I'll listen to. And it's very hard to put an album out that covers all the bases like that because people don't get it. They say, well, what is it? I said, well, it's not really a thing. It's eclectic. And there isn't a drop-down list I've ever seen anywhere in any music site that says eclectic, a mix, So it's hard to get things like festivals and gigs like that as well because I don't just do blues, although I love it. I don't just do rock. I don't just do Americana stuff. I do virtually everything. So it's been an interesting kind of journey, and this year, because I've been putting out CDs and albums and stuff like that, don't really get much attention, and you only kind of sell a few CDs if you do a gig every now and again from somebody who's had a few too many, which is great, fine. But it's not really taken off commercially for me. But I just do it for my own enjoyment. And this year I thought, instead of doing a whole album's worth of stuff, I'll just release a single every month. So I've set myself a target to do a single every month, and this is single number 10. I think I'm up to number 11 now. I've just released another one that, funnily enough, I recorded in Nashville 2-3 weeks ago. So that's the latest one, but this one's going back a couple of weeks, a month ago, called I Want to Know. And it's kind of goes back to my roots of when I started playing guitar. I was influenced by bands like Whitesnake and Deep Purple and all that sort of stuff at the time. Then I moved into a punk phase. Then I moved into a ska phase, and then I moved into the 80s phases. And it kind of, all my stuff kind of, you can hear some of that throughout everything I do on every album that I do. But this is going back to my roots, and this is what I enjoy doing the most, really. And it was great fun.
Well, what a brilliant introduction, dude. Marcus Lazarus. Welcome to the 1010 shows, dude. This is his track, I Wanna Know. He's got lots of them. This show's made for you then, brother. Sit back and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, one love.
Chasing after you. Come on, tell me that you want me to. Well, I know you see me, I know you play cool. honestly, baby, don't treat me like a fool. I wanna know when my heart's on fire, why won't you let me in? Why won't you let me in? Yeah, you wanna know. You're my heart's desire. Why won't you let me in? Let me into your heart. My heart's on fire. Why won't you let me in? Why won't you let me in? You wanna know. You're my heart's desire. Why won't you let me in? Let me into your heart. I wanna know. Why won't you let me into your heart? Don't treat me like a fool. Let me into your heart.
Fantastic, Marcus. Brilliant. That was a great way to open the show. So what we're going to do is Charlie and his Radio St. Pete, he's going to leave a review. Then Steve Andrews, and then our next guest, Terry. So just 3 quick reviews on each song, if that's okay. And it won't take us no time to get through the show. So Charlie, then Steve, then Terry. Charlie, you're still muted though. There you go. Charlie, Steve, then Terry.
No, that song, it's a cool shuffle.
Yeah.
And it's got such a deep meaning, Marcus. That's some heavy stuff. And the way you put it on, it's kind of light. It doesn't scare you, but it's real. So, I mean, I always love a shuffle. Way to go.
Yeah, Texas Shuffle is the way it's the future, man. It really is. Yeah, thank you.
Can you turn up your mic, Marcus?
It should be on there.
Yeah, so we can hear. Well said, Charlie. Steve, and then Terry, what was your thoughts here, man?
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, the first thing was I wanted to say was it got me moving about, which maybe some of you saw. So, yeah, this is a song that rocks. It gets like me moving. I'm sure it gets other people moving. That was really good. I thought the guitar work was fantastic. I thought the vocals were really good. In fact, the whole thing was just really good. It sounded great. And there was something that I noticed that I thought was really apt, was on the wall behind you, it said Sparky's Recordings. So I thought, this is amazing. We're on Sparky's show here. We got Sparky's Recordings on the wall. So, that's something that stood out for me as well. And the whole song stood out. It was just really good work all the way through, and I loved it.
Well said, dude. Well said, dude. Mr. Terry Finch, our next guest, what was your thoughts here, brother?
Yeah, I loved it. It was great. I love anything with guitar playing in it anyway. That's always a thumbs up from me. I was particularly interested in your comments about being eclectic and all that, because it's something that I can relate to, because my stuff's really broad. And I've been effectively blocked from certain events and all that, so yeah, I can really relate to that. But yeah, I mean, the song was great. It's rocking. I love the guitar solo as well. There's some really good choice of notes, and I can't remember exactly. There was a passing note in there that I thought, oh yeah, I like that. That was really good. Yeah, great
More
stuff.
More by accident than design, to be honest with you.
It worked though.
I never played this solo twice.
Well said, Terry and Marcus. It's just a rapid fire show, this. You've actually had a slightly longer than average show. This is what we do here. We come and artists are on like their 10th, 12th appearance. We've got a music family here, the Top Talent Music Family. You're welcome to come and be a part of it. Marcus, Lazarus, until the next time, bro. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully you can hang around and hear everyone else's wonderful tracks here for as long as you can. And yeah, inside the description of the uploaded videos, look out for all of your YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, and Instagrams, which will all be listed there. So Marcus Lazarus from Liverpool, UK to London, UK. I call him Finchy. His name's Terry Finch. He's an absolutely brilliant musician. Terry, who is Terry Finch? What's the story behind your song Simon's Theme? Found it hard to say that there. Yeah.
All right. I've still got that bloody cough. Yeah, Simon was a friend of mine. He was a classical guitar player, and the guitar, the nylon guitar that's in the first half of this was his guitar. His parents gave it to me at his wake. He was 42 when he died. It's going back a while now, but about 10 years, maybe something like that. It's on my first album, People and Places, which is kind of like a song cycle because all the songs are about people or mostly metaphorical places. And so it's like a song cycle within a song cycle. There's Angel, Simon's Theme, and I'll Never See Your Face Again, which is about losing a child, a friend, and a lover. So yeah, this is the second one of those, and it's an instrumental track as well. So
It's absolutely beautiful, man. Sit back and enjoy this. Simon's Theme by Terry Finch. One love, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Absolutely beautiful, man. Honestly, Terry Finch, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely awesome. I made myself another coffee there, so I can't even clap. So
Yeah.
let's go. Let's go, Charlie, Steve. Then our next guest is Craig. So just three quick reviews here. Charlie, Steve, then Craig. Please.
Well, Sparky, you took the word right out of my mouth. I was going to say that's beautiful. And the video is really nice, man. I enjoyed it, and I appreciate the love that you have for your partner with that guitar. That was great. It was great. I felt it.
Oh, thank you. It was a cheap and nasty video to start with. I just ran it through an AI thing, and it kind of tarted it up, and so
It's okay, man. Yeah.
For sure. Looks really cool. Mr. Andrews, Bard of Light.
Well, Sparky, Charlie, you've both said beautiful. Beautiful was in my head as well, because it was and it is just a beautiful piece of music, and very heartfelt. You could feel the emotion in it, and just a wonderful composition. And the guitar work, as always, Terry, your guitar work is always incredible guitar work. And the thing that I thought as well, there was a kind of a dreamy feeling to it, which the video kind of worked with that, because I was looking at all the images in the video, and I really liked that. So I think the video worked as well. So just, what I said, beautiful and really like heartfelt tribute and a beautiful work.
Thanks, Steve.
No, you're welcome.
Well said, dude. Craig?
I actually phoned Terry up because I wanted to do a remix of this song, man, because I loved it. And I want to put it on my comic book as well, because I think it's a really good soundtrack. I think it'd be a really good soundtrack for something like telling a story. And I really like what you're doing with the videos, with the AI and stuff. I think Night Shift's probably turned out the best, man. I thought that was amazing. This one's good as well, but the piano line in this one reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if you've ever played computer games, but it was a big party my childhood, and it was very similar to that. And I was like, no way, man, that's and then you just turned into, then you've got this amazing solo at the end.
Oh Christ!
It's really, really cinematic, man. I think it could be great. And if you let me remix it, I'm going to turn it into something like Boards of Canada or whatever. But if you let me do it.
Don't sound
It's a great song.
Well,
song. Totally
like
different for ABBA. Obviously, I just found out he does ABBA
right.
tributes at the weekend and all, man, which is completely different.
I've got ABBA on Saturday. I'm with Bloody Bollocks tonight.
Aye, that's diversity for you.
Hey, absolutely brilliant. Well said, Charlie, Steve, and Craig. Terry Finch, till the next time, brother. Unloved man. So, from London, we're still in the UK, but we're going up north of the border to Scotland. Who is Kung Fu Jesus, and what's the story behind your song, Monkey Man?
Who is Kung Fu Jesus? Well, Kung Fu Jesus is me. I don't know. It's just some crazy guy that wears a Kung Fu suit and looks like Jesus. One of them guys, you know what I mean? Monkey Man's about basically we're a kind of out of place species on this planet, and for some reason we got involved in society, and we need to play a game, but we need to earn tokens to survive, and we wrap ourselves up in suits and we go to work in jobs that we don't like just so we can survive. For some reason we've ended up in this situation, and that's what it's about, really, and how ridiculous it is and how ridiculous life has become.
Hey, it's absolutely fantastic. Craig's my friend from back home, and I've been listening to this song for the 8 years he's had it released. Monkey Man by Kung Fu Jesus. Pretty bits, Craig. Belted there, so enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Wrap me in a suit. Make me look cute. Give me a big bank account. And I'm sure we can work this out. Put a gun in my hand. But I'm still just a monkey man. Do what we tell you, follow the plan, monkey man. plug you in. Hear no evil, see no evil. So you like to pretend your master's dialing in. Monkey man, it's a sin. Do what we tell you, follow the plan, monkey man. Do what we tell you, we know you can, monkey man. Do what we tell you, follow the plan, monkey man. Do what we tell you, we know you can, monkey man. Do what we tell you. Do what we tell you. Monkey, 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 monkey man, monkey man, monkey, 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 monkey man, monkey man, monkey. Make me a slave to the money, monkey and sweet man, trees man, monkey. When I desire something higher, monkey, monkey man, man's dead fire, monkey. Make me a slave to the money, monkey and sweet man, trees man, monkey. When I desire something higher, monkey, monkey man, man's dead fire. Make me a slave to the money, monkey, monkey man, monkey man, monkey. When I desire something higher, monkey, monkey man, monkey man, monkey.
Monkey Man by Kung Fu Jesus. Smile from ear.
Poor birdies.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Great song, great song. Let's go, Charlie. Terry's unmuted himself because he needs to go very soon. So, and he's becoming good friends with Craig. So let's go, Charlie, Terry, Steve, then Rosita, our next guest, quickly. Charlie, then Terry.
Oh man, the monkey scared all the birdies away, man, at the end. You know, I love that thing. That was a great video.
Thanks.
And it with such a deep message, man. At the same time, I'm in the back giggling at the monkey. It's funny, but it's deep. So I love it, man. Way to go.
Thank you.
Get
Thank
me
you.
another one, Craig.
Well said, well said. Terry, Steve, and then Rosita.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I really like that. That was yeah, again, it was funny. I was smiling all the way through it, listening to it, and the video was brilliant. It was perfect for it as well. I like the idea. You know, like we're kind of you know, we're still slaves to like a kind of like our inner chimp. You know,
Aye.
and you know that kind of that idea that runs through the song. You know, and yeah, I like that. That was really good.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
Well said, Terry. Steve, and then Rosita.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that it was making me think of Lou Reed. It had a kind of real Lou Reed kind of quality to it somewhere.
Aye, in the production, probably. Aye, I can see that. Aye.
Yeah.
Aye, okay.
Okay. Because you know, and I love Lou Reed's stuff, so that was good. But I thought the video was really interesting. I really loved the video as well.
Not bad for low budget, I suppose. Aye, I think it could have done without me in the bottom corner, like dancing around and stuff. But the rest of it was good.
Yeah, well, I really enjoyed. And the other thing is that, you know, I think that, you know, it's already been touched on, but basically sometimes I think about the fact that we're primates, we're apes, yeah, and but the difference is we got all this technology and we wear clothes. So basically, we're monkeys, apes, wearing clothes, and with all this technological stuff that we're using right now, and that's it. So I really like the whole idea. I like the video and everything. So yeah.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
You're welcome.
Well said. Now, Rosita, who's also the next guest, Rosita Stone. What was your thoughts there?
I love the social commentary about it. I love the deepness of it and the visual. And I also love the music, and because it was like there's, the message behind it. And then the music is really, upbeat and fun. Right. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well said, Rosita. Craig, you're absolutely fantastic, man. It's great to see you here on the second show in about 2 or 3 weeks, man. So till the next time, Kung Fu Jesus. Thank you, bro. So we're actually leaving the UK this time. We're going from Scotland over to Toronto, Canada. Rosita Stone. I think it's your third appearance here now. It's an honour to have you in our music family. Rosita Stone, you can tell us a bit about yourself if you want, but tell us the story behind Luz Estelar. I hope I'm saying it right. It's yeah.
Yeah, Luz Estelar, it means starlight. The song came from my friend who was dying, and he had this flash of light. It's like almost like it's like it encompassed everything he ever was. This beam of light that happened, and it was about 10 minutes before he passed away. And I knew I wasn't seeing things. I knew I was seeing things, but they were there. And he said to me that the only thing that is going to survive the death is love, because it goes with us. And it's too hard for me to encapsulate everything that happened, but that moment was so poignant that I wrote this song about it. And I wrote it, then I played it to a man named Peter Moore, who is a mastering genius, and he just died 5 days ago. He was in the middle of mastering Roger Waters' project, and he said, send it to me now and I'll master it on our break. So that's what I did. And it was like, there's this magic around it that happened with this song. Then I played it for somebody that was connected to the Latin Grammys. And he said, would you be interested in coming to the conference and singing that song? So, and it's really just me on a piano and a few strings. And it's the most basic production that I've ever done. And the video is just myself and one other person. We made it look like $1 million. It's just myself and another person, and he's testing out a drone. So I just spent a couple $100 on it. And it just goes to show that, I don't know what to say. It's just such a deep song for me. It's such a deep song. And there's just so many things connected to it that make it so special for me, regardless of it, if a million people hear it or one person hears it. It's the fact that if I would die tomorrow, I would be happy that I left this as a gift. Really, it really does have a lot of meaning to me, for me. So what else can I say? It's called Luz Estelar, means starlight.
There you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic artist you are, Rosita. Rosita Stone with Starlight, aka Luz Estelar. I can't say it properly.
Yeah.
What a wonderful track, same as everything else you do. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Estamos vivos, carne y hueso de anhelo, como una flor que llega hacia el sol. Tu sonrisa me cura y brillas como un rayo de luz estelar. Mi vida no llores, mi vida no llores, no te preocupes, porque el corazón nunca muere. claridad, tú brillas como un rayo de luz estelar. Mi vida la lloré, mi vida la lloré. No te preocupes, porque el corazón nunca muere. Mi vida la lloré, mi vida la lloré. Siempre cuando crea que nunca terminaste. Amaré hasta la próxima. Vida la lloré, mi vida la lloré. No te preocupes, porque el corazón nunca muere. Mi vida la lloré, mi vida la lloré. Siempre y cuando crea que nunca terminaremos. La, 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 la,
Wow.
Yeah. Wow fact. Well said, Charlie.
I was
Amazing.
really impressed, man. Rosita, you know, you're a dramatic, very dramatic musical artist. And I love the video, and that not only makes you a fine musical artist, you're also a visual artist because you're such a
Absolutely.
beautiful woman. You pull in all us guys, and we can't help but watch the video and listen. The dramatic part about it, I really liked it, Rosita. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, there's just so many aspects of it. And that's only just two, myself and one other person, and testing out a drone, and just 5 minutes from where I live. And then a friend's studio with a piano. So we really made a lot out of it. And that was one of the last songs that Peter Moore mastered before he passed away. And he's worked with, you know, Bob Dylan and all these people, and he was in Toronto. And so I just feel like there is this magic that's attached to the song on many levels. So no matter what, you know, I'm really proud of it. Thank you so much for your feedback. It means a lot. It means a lot.
Well said,
Very
Charlie.
nice.
Steve and then Gary, our next guest. Sorry, I unmuted you, Buzz, before. I meant to unmute Gary. I'm sorry. So Steve and then Gary, what was your thoughts there?
Rosita, I thought it was absolutely amazing. It was powerful. It was the word you used, magic. There was a magic to it. And you had the two things. You had the music, and you had, you know, the video that like Charlie was saying, that I was kind of glued to watching the video, and the music was coming in as well. And it was just an all-round, just an amazing experience. You know, there was a lot of like feeling that I was feeling that was coming from it. So
Yes. Thank you. And the song, the words in Spanish are really deep and profound. So it's, yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, that it comes through regardless if it's in another language.
That didn't matter, because there was all that feeling there, and that comes through. I mean, I do understand a bit of Spanish, but it doesn't.
Okay.
It wouldn't have mattered whether I did or whether I didn't, because there was so much there, which was just feeling.
Well said, dude. You know what? All the other countries in the world listen to English, whether they speak English or not. So why don't English speakers listen to more foreign music anyway? We don't usually do it, but it's absolutely fantastic. You don't need to know the words, don't you know? Gary from the Memphis and the Misfits, what was your thoughts before we get to your section, dude?
You know, I had one of the people in Nashville that encouraged me to continue writing and the writing process and all of that. One of the things he told me was, you have to tell a story, and you have to put it together in a way that people can relate to it, and they can identify with your story. Everybody's got a story to tell, but if you don't present it in a way that people can relate to it, they may not necessarily pick up on what you're trying to say. I mean, obviously you've got really strong emotional connections to the song that showed up in the way that just the actual musicality of it, and then also again in the imagery when you put the video together. Nicely done.
Well said, well said. So, Rosita, it's an honour to have you here. This is an asset to anybody who's in our music family. This show's an asset to you for forever. You can come on a show every month, or if you've got more time, like Steve and some people, they come weekly. Charlie's been coming weekly. So come and get all your songs featured on these shows, ladies and gentlemen. Till the next time, Rosita Stone.
Thank you. Thank you.
From Toronto over to Nashville, Tennessee. Our second debutant on today's show, the second and final debutant. His name is Gary Davis, friend of mine on Facebook. He's here representing his band, Memphis and the Misfits. Could you introduce yourself, and what's the story behind your song, Halfway to Number 9?
Halfway to Number 9 is written about a literal place. It's kind of from the perspective of being a musician, being on the road. And if you look on our album cover, which you'll see on the video, we've not done a formal video yet. We have 2 songs on this 8-song LP that we'll be doing videos for. The album cover the picture was taken out west, and it was, from the perspective of a musician that's being on the road, travels thousands of miles every year, and is ready, just kind of get off the road, get back home, take a break, reconnect, do the thing, kind of, go back home. So halfway to Number 9 is kind of indicative of being, thinking about headed back home, wherever home may be. I was really lucky. I grew up in the Delta in Arkansas, just outside of Memphis. So a lot of the blues stuff that's so strong and so many cultures. I mean, I grew up around a lot of musicians that were playing that music, and I was out playing in Arkansas and Mississippi and on Beale Street in Memphis by the time I was 16. So, I've got strong ties back to that area, and this song is just a way of saying, hey, you never get so far out on the road that you're not thinking about headed back home and getting back to where everything really counts to you.
Hey, what a wonderful introduction, dude. I'm so happy to have you here, Gary. I've been talking for a while now. Halfway to Number 9 by Memphis and the Misfits. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
My belly stove in the corner, get your sweet tea on ice. Local shines under the counter, old men rolling dice, talking about 3 bell an acre, how they live and mighty fine. I better get moving in high gear, 'cause I'm only halfway Number 9. Said I'm halfway to Number 9. Hanging out in no man's land, 'cause straddling that county line, yeah. Hold me a spot at the counter while I let this thing unwind. Can't wait to park this tractor, but I'm only halfway Number 9. I got my quarters on the table, I finally made it into town. I'm gonna eat a chili burger at past time and see if Russell's still hanging around. number 9. Said I'm halfway to number 9. We're raising hell in no man's land, 'cause we're hanging county line, yeah. Hold me a spot at the counter while I let this thing unwind. I can't wait to park this tractor. I'm only halfway, number 9. Said I'm halfway to number 9. We're raising hell in no man's land, 'cause straddling that county line, yeah. Hold me a spot at the counter while I let this thing unwind. I can't wait to park this tractor, but I'm only halfway, number 9. I said I can't wait to park this tractor, but I'm only halfway, number 9.
Memphis and the Misfits. Absolutely fantastic. So, Charlie,
Thank
Steve, then our next guest, who is Izakman. So, Charlie, Steve, then Izakman, please.
That was excellent, Gary. I
Thank-
can really relate, man, because, you know, I used to travel all over the South. I played in Memphis and Jackson, Mississippi,
All right.
Birmingham, Alabama, Nolens, Louisiana. So that you know, that's a going home song for sure. And I'd like to hear the whole album. Is it up on Spotify or
It's
where can
on
I
all
find
plat-
it?
It's on all the platforms. It's available on YouTube Music. It's on Spotify. It's for sale on all the digital platforms. And we also have a web, memphisandthemisfits.com.
Gotcha. I'm going there. And I hope about, you know, a few thousand people will go there after we tell them where to go. That's how
I
it works.
sure hope so. I sure hope so.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well said, Charlie. Steve, and then Itamar.
Gary, I thought it was just a top quality production all around. Like every element of it was right, you know. And I absolutely, I love the guitar work. The guitar work, it kind of just shone in itself, but everything was right. The vocals were right, you know, everything about it was right. And the whole thing, and there was like a little repetitive riff in it, and that kept going, and it all held it all together. So everything was there. And so for me, it was just a top quality production all around.
Thank you. Ryan Seiss is my guitar player. Ryan has been all over the United States on stage opening up for some of the, well, not some of the biggest acts in you know, blues and rock and roll. Dave Halstead, my drummer, he was playing. Our backgrounds is what brings us together. Dave was playing as a teenager in upstate New York 4 or 5 days a week for Dean Martin and people like that, doing jazz, big band, swing stuff.
Wow,
So
nice.
I think that what we all do is represented well in all the songs, and every song on the album is completely different. Well, I wrote all 8 of these songs as the idea of each song being a single with kind of a thread that brought the entire LP together. So I will say some of them are really traditionally bluesier, and then some of them are a little bit more out there like this song. But you'll hear what I was saying about Dave and Ryan. It's very specific what they do in their playing, and I couldn't do this without them being up there doing it with me.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic band members for sure. Itamar, what was your thoughts before we get to your section over in Israel there?
Well, it was a really fun track to groove along to. The drums were so tight, and yeah, really had a sense of a journey, of like a road trip diary, so to speak. Yeah, and I'm also biased of the genre. Like everything blues is just, you know, feels like home, and yeah, and also the cover, you know. Well, right now I'm here at a war zone, and like we're looking at the cover, and it felt like an escape. Okay, and I just forget everything and just dive in, and yeah.
Thank you.
Well said, dude. So, Gary, I hope you've enjoyed yourself, dude. You and Marcus both. This is what we're all about. I do 6 of these shows a week now, 2 every Tuesday, 2 every Thursday, and 2 every Sunday. Come and get all your songs featured, past, present, and future. Till the next time, Gary, Davis, and Memphis, and the Misfits.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. So from Nashville over to Israel, a good friend of mine, Itamar, aka Izakman. Could you introduce yourself, Izakman, and what's the story behind your song "Down the Rabbit Hole"?
Okay, for those who haven't met me yet, so Izakman for me is like a stage name, pretty much. Like Bowie wasn't really Bowie, and many others. You know, Alice Cooper wasn't. You know, just picked it up. And the story behind Izakman is like a play of words. It's built on my surname, which is Isaac. And Izakman is a bit like Spider-Man, Superman. So it's, for me, it's like what Spider-Man is to Peter Parker, or Superman is to sorry, what's his name? Never mind. So yeah, I'm quite enthusiastic about old school rock and roll with all its theatrics and stories, and like the combination of story and visuals and with music. I like the idea of having a narrative and being thrown into a whole different world. And Down the Rabbit Hole, yeah, it's pretty much of an exploration of what would have happened if Alice from Alice in Wonderland went down as a mature person again to pursue the white rabbit. Yeah, and yeah,
Good.
that's pretty.
Dude, it's absolutely, you're a fantastic actor. Wait till you see this video. It's world class, ladies and gentlemen. Izakman with Down the Rabbit Hole. It's quite fitting. A few of the songs today have been kind of in the same kind of genre, and that's awesome. Down the Rabbit Hole by Izakman. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
I see you running where you always late. Can't stop you no matter how hard I try. Guess that's fate. The clock's ticking backwards, take me back in time. You turn liquid so I can't drink you to slow down my mind. Off with her hand. Off with her hand. I'm going down the rabbit hole. Down the rabbit hole again. After you. Tired of shitty unburned.
Absolutely fantastic item, bro. I like everything you do, man. But let's hear what the pros have got to say. Charlie, Steve, then we're going to go Buzz, and we're going to finish the show with my two co-hosts, Steve and Charlie today. So, Charlie, Steve, then Buzz. What's your thoughts?
Izakman, you are really creative, brother. That was one of the best videos I've seen. I mean, that was really clever how it was worked out with the music, and the music was great at the same time. But I was really taken in by the artistic work that you've done, man. Hey, are you safe over there in Israel, bro? Are you okay? Are you
for now,
okay?
ups and downs, but yeah, we are protected. You know, every now and then there's an alarm, so missiles. We have to go down.
Oh my God! You mean
Come back again? So, oh, guys, sorry.
I hope that you'll be okay.
Not to consume too much media, just so you know, to keep saying.
Yeah, it's all the ham. It's the ham ass fault. It's the ham ass.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about that. Your music is great, brother, and I'm really proud to meet you. And I want to look you up on YouTube and find some more stuff, because I want to download your music, brother. Where can I get it?
It's everywhere, Spotify, and it's on Spotify and YouTube. They have multiple stuff. Yeah.
All right. Well, you stay safe, brother. You stay safe.
Thank you, brother.
Well said, Charlie. Steve, and then Buzz.
Well, what comes over for me is that you are a really creative person. So like Charlie was saying about, what an amazing video it is, and the music, the song is amazing. It's just creation. And the other thing that to me, there's a kind of psychedelia in there. And I was very much involved in the psychedelia of the 60s, and that 60s feel is there. That could have come from the 60s. You could have been like an absolutely massive act from the 60s, and you mentioned like David Bowie, that's the kind of creation level we're talking about, I think. It's like, it's pure creation, and I loved it.
Thank you so much.
Well said, Steve. What a wonderful compliment there, man. Buzz Hammer, what's your thoughts before we get to your section, dude?
Same thing. Terrific video. Really enjoyed it, and the music was definitely 60s psychedelic vibe. It was Bowie, early Pink Floyd. Just I loved it. Really, really well done. Congratulations.
Well said, well said. And I'd just like to say as well, yes, stay safe. We all need Isaac, man, to pull through this war over there, man. So make sure you don't go anywhere you don't need to go until it's all sorted, Isaac, man, till the next time, brother. Stay safe, yeah, man. Well, from Israel, back over to Canada for a second stop in Canada today. Buzz Hammer returned to the show. Introduce yourself, Buzz. And what's the story behind your song? Why else are we here?
I'm a singer-songwriter living in Niagara in Ontario, Canada. Originally from Toronto, so I recognize the bluffs there in Rosita's video. The song "Why Else Are We Here" is sort of a searching for the meaning of life kind of thing. We all know that love and kindness are the answer, but we spend all our time chasing money and religion and oblivion sometimes. So that's what the video is. It's a bit of a DIY thing, but that's the theme of the video. I sort of have this image of travelers that sort of met up at a campfire, and each verse is somebody standing up and saying, "Here's what I found on my travels," and so I'll take it from there.
Hey, man, you're another fantastic artist, Buzz. Just awesome. Why else are we here? Why Buzz Hammer, ladies and gentlemen? And isn't that just a great name as well, eh? Buzz Hammer. Wowzer. Enjoy.
I met a rich man who could make money grow. But you could tell he had a hole in his soul. He said, wealth brings me comfort, though to some that brings fear. But the almighty dollar is the one thing that's clear. preacher who was big on the rules. But the way that he ranted made him look like a fool. He said, I know you're looking for some comfort and cheer, but all I can offer is a world full of tears. So I said, so why else are we here? I met a drunkard as he leaned on the wall. He said, I think that life amounts to nothing at all. Work hard and do good, man, for year upon year. Then heartache only leads to drinking whiskey and beer. So why else are we here? I met the woman who I'd searched for since birth. She said, a little kindness can bring heaven to earth. She drew up close and whispered soft in my ear. She said, always be faithful to the things you hold dear. After all, why else are we here? Why else are we here? Why else are we here?
Ladies and
Well,
gentlemen,
hey,
Lance Hammer.
yeah, really liked it, man.
Charlie, Rosita, then Steve's the next guest, so because we just add someone else in for this time. So Charlie, Rosita, and Steve, what was your thoughts there on that track while I load up Steve's song?
That was a very clever video, Buzzhammer. I tell you, it kept my attention, and you made the point, man. It's all about love. I mean, I like money too, but you put it down. It was good. It was good. I like the hole in your soul part,
Well said, Charlie. Well said. Rosita, what was your thoughts here? Sorry, Buzz, I tried to unmute you as well there.
There are a few things. I love the riff that keeps coming in, holding it together. That's amazing. And it has sort of for me, it had this sort of Bob Dylan-esque vibe to it, and with the different perspectives and with ending with love. I mean, it was really brilliantly done. I really actually like it a lot. I love it. Beautiful. Draws you right in.
Well said, well said. Captain Greenbeard, what was your thoughts there, brother?
Buzz Hammer, for me, that song, it followed really well with Izakman's song because it could have come out of the 60s again. And Rosita just mentioned Bob Dylan, and I could hear that, but I could also hear Jethro Tull because I could hear some band behind it. So if you could, that's the kind of song that could have been on a stage in the 60s with a band like Jethro Tull with you singing it. If you could picture that, because it was like you're a singer-songwriter because you're just on your own, but you could have had a band behind you, and that would be the kind of sound. And very much it followed, Izakman's song, in my mind. And I thought, the video was brilliant. So yeah.
Both of those are big influences, by the way, Tall and Dylan. So
Well said, everyone there. And Buzz Hammer, thanks for being a marvellous guest yet again. Buzz Hammer, till the next time. One love, my man. So, from Canada over to Portugal this time for this. This is his show. Steve Andrews, introduce yourself, brother. And what's the story behind your song? Where does all the plastic go?
Well, I'm Steve Andrews, also known as the Bard of Ely, as you can see. I'm originally from Wales, now living in Portugal. This song that you're about to hear is just a song that needed to be written. You know, it's about like plastic pollution, and plastic pollution is something we all know about because you can't get away from it. And, you know, several years ago, I just thought, I just got to do something about this. You know, I'm going to write a song. It was actually a poem, first of all, but I put some chords to it and converted it to a song. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm actually leading the way with songs about plastic pollution. I was hoping that, you know, maybe some other like big stars were going to be doing songs protesting about plastic pollution. I was thinking maybe Neil Young, and I'm a huge fan of Neil Young, and even Neil Young didn't do this. So I thought, I got to do it. So this is me, in a way, leading the way with protest songs about plastic pollution. And I think that's enough of an introduction. Sparky, you know, let's have the song, please.
You got it, brother. Just like everything else you do, this is a fantastic song, Steve. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Plastic plants, what about real plants? I saw the fake ones at the store. People must want them, people must buy them. I don't want to see anymore. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? It's not hunting that'll kill the last whale. Plastic will do it, it's a very sad tale. And all the albatrosses are dying out too. They keep on fishing in the oceans. Plastic stew. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? The plastic bag I bought, it very quickly broke. If it ever gets burned, there'll be poisonous smoke. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? Plastic kills the turtles and it's eaten by the fish. Plastic's in the food chain and the dinner on your dish. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? Was it you or was it me? Was it you or was it me?
Steve Andrews, ladies and gentlemen. Because it's the last two songs of the two co-hosts, I'm going to let everyone say something, if that's okay, a quick round robin here. So, Charlie, you're going to be the last comment because you're the next guest. So let's start with Gary and Marcus. What was your thoughts there? And I'll work my way around. Gary over in Nashville, then Marcus in Liverpool.
What would we be without protest music? Yeah, it's admirable how you've taken on the subject matter, because it is something that it needs to be brought more to people's attention. And at the same time, I mean, the imagery of the video, you've got both the stuff that you're trying to save in the background, and at the same time you're showing images of the pollution and everything else. It's really interesting how you've woven, you know, activism in with, you know, talent and writing something like that, putting it out, because the song sounded really good. And I mean, you know, it was got the message across that it wanted to get across, while at the same time being very musical, and I wouldn't say entertaining, because you almost feel bad about something like that being entertaining, but it makes you want to listen and hear what else you've got to say.
Thank you so much, Gary. And I just wanted to add that basically I've also combined, because I've got a book. Terry Finch, who was with us earlier, Terry's actually got my book. So I got a book called Saving Mother Ocean, and I've put the story of the song in my book. But you're also talking about the entertainment factor. And what I found is, it's quite strange, but I've kind of incorporated it now, is one of the times I performed that song here in Portugal at Lisbon, I had people clapping along with it. And I thought, well, this is actually like a serious song. So, should people be enjoying clapping along? But this is what they're doing. So I thought, well, maybe why not? Because the song is about raising awareness. Yeah. And if people can join in with the song in some way, then I think that's good, because that also sticks in their mind, that they'll remember we were enjoying that song that Steve did. So actually, the last time I performed this song in Lisbon at an open mic, I encouraged the audience to get involved with it. So they were clapping along and singing along. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. And that worked. So I don't mind at all audience participation now with this song. But it wasn't my original intention, but it happened, And I think that's important. When things happen, then work with the things that happen. That's how I go about things. So, thank you for all you said.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Marcus, then Buzz. What's your thoughts there? Marcus, then Buzz.
Well, yeah, it's kind of exactly what I was going to say myself. It's kind of, I can see you in a tent in Glastonbury, you know what I mean, with a crowd of 5,000 young people all pointing and saying into the sea, and was it you, was it me? And it's a very strong message, and it's well put across, good video, entertaining, but it's got a point. It has got the point. And like you say, if nobody else is going to do it, why not? Get yourself out there and put it. If that's what breaks you, good luck to you, brother. It's sometimes things happen by accident more than design, and if that gets you on the forefront, on the front foot, good luck to you, man. Brilliant.
Thank you, Marcus. And maybe you don't know, but I have actually played Glastonbury several times, but that was years ago. I would actually absolutely love to be able to play Glastonbury again now and do that song. And I think that would be amazing. So, maybe it'll happen. But, thank you for what you said there.
Well said, Marcus. Buzz, Craig, then Rosita.
I'll keep mine short and sweet. I wish I'd written that song.
Okay, well, thank you.
Craig, Rosita, then Izakman.
I really liked it. I've listened to it a couple of times because it's been on the YouTube support group as well. But the fact that it's really catchy is getting the subliminal message into people as well. So it's a good thing that it's catchy and people are singing along, because they've got to reprogram themselves if they keep singing it. And everything's frequency at the end of the day. So you're putting a good frequency out, and it should change people on some level. So keep writing songs like that, man. When people they think it's just a song at some point, but I think it's got more of a power than what we think. You know what I mean? So just keep doing it.
Well, don't worry, Craig. I will keep writing songs like this. Basically, like all the songs I've been writing the last few years have been all kind of environmental protest songs, and that's the way it's been going for me.
I feel you on that, because I like to write songs about the state of what the world has become these days, man. I think it's got a bit of punch, and people need to shine a light on it to some degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Art with a meaning, I don't like. Art's good for art's sake, but art with a meaning is more powerful for me. You know what I mean? That's what I like that.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you.
Rosita, Izakman, then our final guest, Mr. Charlie Souza. Rosita.
Well, things are much more dire than I think a lot of people realize. We're on the brink, and we need songs like this. We need your songs. We really do. Thank you so much. And because more awareness, and it's, the world, we are desperate for change, and thank you for bringing your music, creating the song to help make that happen.
Thank you, Rosita. And by the way, we were talking about Canada earlier, and politics Canada. I could tell anybody if they don't know, if they go to what used to be Twitter and is now X, and you look in trending, there is always stuff to do with Canada in there, like Trudeau out and stuff like this. So,
Getting really bad. It's getting really bad.
and I know some Canadians anyway, and they were kind of complaining all the way through the lockdowns and all this. So, you know, I do know about Canada, and I know how bad it is. So, yeah.
Where the world can get sorted, eh? Aye, tomorrow then, Charlie.
Well, you know, Steve, every time I fill up my recycling bin and this big giant truck goes by, and I know all my plastic went in the truck, but where does the truck take it? Okay, I really think that your message needs to be said, and I appreciate your artwork. It's great. Okay, now.
Well said, well said. Izakman, we just missed you. Izakman, that's Steve there, and then we'll get on to the final song of the evening. Izakman.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs. I've heard it a few times, and the style is so distinct, and such a clever way of guitar mixing, and straight to the point, interesting and unique. It's got everything in it. I mean, really, so like really, don't know, forgot the words for it, but it stands out. Yeah, it stands out.
Yeah, it's unique, isn't it? Very unique. Do you know something, Steve? Over the last 10 years, you probably wrote this about 8 to 10 years ago. In that time, in the UK at least, there is better recycling. People are the governments are trying to try a little bit more. You know, it's not just all put in the one rubbish bag. And I see like biodegradable plastics out there now. So I think people are listening a little bit. So let's keep pushing this song and force them to listen a big bit. Do you know what I mean? So, bar the realize, Steve Andrews. Till the next time, brother. Love you to bits, man.
Thank you, Izakman. Thank you, Sparky. Thank you, everybody.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure. From Portugal over to Florida, our second co-host of the evening, Mr. Charlie Souza. I mentioned before, I keep saying it, he's been up on stage playing with Tom Petty and many other incredible things. But Charlie, introduce yourself and the story behind your song, Rock Legacy Band, or that's the name of the video anyway. So,
yeah, well, you know, a few years back, everybody can use that phrase, right? A few years back, I started a band, and I got the drummer from Johnny Winter's band, and I got the Vanilla Fudge keyboard and singer, and my guitar player played with what's his name, the Boss, and so I named the band Legends of Rock because, you know, I appreciated where they had all been, but the keyboard player was, you know, like, he was very humble, and he said, let's not call it that, man. Let's call it like Rock Legacy. So that's all his fault, the name of the band. But this is just a live show that I did in Tampa, and I was singing about St. Petersburg, where I live. Yeah, it's just a live cut. And I hope you don't mind looking at a live thing, because I didn't produce this. The city of Tampa did.
It's wonderful to see you up there, Charlie. Your hair's a little bit longer. To see how handsome this man is 5 or 10 years ago, honestly. Charlie Souza at the Rock Legacy Band. 6 minutes of incredible music here, gentlemen. Sit back and enjoy. The man is a legend. One love.
Take the time to call my name. Take the time to hold my hand. Take the time to play the game. Take the time to understand. 'Cause if you don't, you'll find that you'll have nothing left but time. Oh, I can't sit and wait forever, knowing you'll be on my mind. The time has come, it's now or never. Don't let me go and leave you behind. 'Cause if you do, you'll find that you'll have nothing left but time.
I've drifted so far away. I got to go back where I'm from just to see where I am today. I really loved all those white sandy beaches when I was just a young boy. Just a young boy. Wish I could tell you just how I feel. Will somebody show me the way to the shores of sweet Tampa Bay? Yeah. Carry me back, 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 oh, carry me back, carry me back, carry me back, carry me back, carry me back to St. Petersburg.
Charlie Souza.
We can watch the sunset in the afternoon and tell each other everything when we watch the moon. Let's do it today. Don't throw it away. Everybody sing. We got to hold on to what you got. You got a lot. Look at all that stuff. You gotta hold on to what you got. You got a lot. You better hold on. What you got. You got a lot. Ooh. You better hold on. What you got. You better hold on to what you got. You got to hold on. You got a lot. You better hold on. You got to hold on. You got to hold on. You better hold on.
Hold on. Rock Legacy Band, fronted by our friend here, Charlie Souza. Legend man. And
Thank you.
his radio, is one of his new projects. He does his own radio shows and stuff like that. So, yeah, you need to suck in with Charlie. He can help you all. Let's go the quick round robin here. Let's go Rosita, Craig, then Steve. What was your thoughts there on that? Rosita, Craig, then Steve.
That was so fun. I loved your style. You get the hair going too, and your hooks, and like ending with that last one. You got to hold on to what you got. You got. That's a really brilliant hook. I love that. Love the
Thank
hooks you come with, the energy. Thank you so much.
Well said, dear. Well said. Craig, Steve, and then Buzz.
Yeah, the band was really, really good. Like the guitar playing's amazing. The last song, the hook, you got to hold on. That's really catchy, and the funky wah wah guitar, man, amazing. Loved it. Awesome. Just a great energy, man. And like the recording, the live recording was really good as well. Like it's sometimes like you hear live recordings and it's hard to capture it. They sound good, and you sound, man. Whoever recorded it did a really good job of it, man. It was great.
Well, thank you, Craig. We should go have a pint together.
Yes, we definitely should. I'm up for that.
Well said, man. Well said. Steve, Buzz, then Gary.
Charlie, I got to echo everything Craig just said, because, the guitar playing was just amazing. It was just a top quality performance in every way. And it was calling out for audience participation as well, which always makes like a top quality performance. It was all there. Absolutely brilliant work. I absolutely loved that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, Steve, you rock, man. You rock.
Well said, man. Well said. Buzz, Gary, then Marcus.
Yeah, fun tunes, really good performance. You've got quite a band there. Every one of them was just rocking. It was great. And good sound quality, terrific performance all around. I really enjoyed it.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, Buzz.
Well said, Gary, Marcus, then Itamar. The last three comments of the show. It's been a marvelous show. Gary, Marcus, then Itamar.
Sure. The guys that I play with in our band, we had the idea that we want to do a studio version of every album and then do a live version of the same album. Do that with every album that we do. And I mean, you know, that video right there kind of shows, you know, when you're doing live like that, a lot of times you perform songs very differently when you've got a crowd in front of you, performing live, performing outdoors. So I always love seeing live recordings like that. But yeah, definitely fantastic playing on everybody's part. I mean, obviously everybody knows what they're doing. They're comfortable on a big stage like that. Really, really well put together. Great production. Sounded fantastic.
you.
Everybody top notch on it.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that, man.
I'll detail that. Marcus and Itamar.
Yeah, it's I don't know who else plays guitar in a band here, but when the focus is on the guitar player, when you're playing a solo or something, it can get really nerve-wracking. And the guys who make it look effortless are the guys that I admire the most. And everyone in your band there looked effortless. You know, they're obviously.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like the little stairway to heaven at the beginning of that section, and you know, I'm on him like a hawk, thinking, oh, God.
Thank you. I'll be over to your studio next week.
Yeah, I'll turn the backdrop off so you can actually see it. Just a sofa and a few guitars, man. But you're welcome to come, and I'll buy you a pint as well. No problem.
Oh, brilliant. That's it, Marcus.
Izakman.
Izakman.
It had a great flow, and yeah, you couldn't really sense that everyone there is in the flow, is in the zone, and was captivating. Would have liked to be in that gig. Just great.
Thank you, brother Itamar. You stay safe, man. One love.
Yeah, everyone. Let's all hope Izakman stays safe over there. Thanks for a wonderful show, everybody. To all the guests, and Terry had to go early. The other 9 stayed here to the end. Just, I would say that was a world-class show. There's just, every song was just brilliant. Charlie, you want to say something else there?
Yes, I just wanted to add, may I plug my show tonight in the UK? It's on at 10 o'clock tonight. And the address that you go to on your computer is radiostpete.com. And it's just my little radio show. No big deal. But, you know, when you have something, you got to try to sell it, you know.
Hey, that's it. That's why you're here as well, to make bonds with the artists as the not just an artist, you're a co-host on the shows, because there's other things that you can do in your radio world. So, Charlie Souza, thanks for a legendary guest there, man. You want to say something else? I thought you were going to speak again. Hey, it's been a great show. Marcus and Gary, thanks for making your debuts here. Hopefully you want to come and you've met half of 1% of our music family. So every time you did come back on a show, you'll see different faces all the time. And lots of people are getting to know each other. Some people are like best friends in the family. And it is something special. And I'm dedicating my life to trying to build a rival to the mainstream music industry. So this is part of it. Yeah, Charlie? Or the piece.
Rosita. Yes. Bye, Rosita.
Bye.
I'm just gonna log off here. Let's stop the Facebook Live. Facebook Live. Let's stop the main recording with the peace signs, because we want world's peace, and that's what we try and do here. For your reason, then we'll stop the show. On to feel. Let's go, ladies.